Hello, everybody, and welcome back to
Boo, you whore.
about whatever the fuck we want. My name is Benji, and I'm
Oh, um, maybe repeat that. Ch- Maybe repeat
no.
that. Just okay
See?
then. Okay,
Just
my
laugh
name.
at the whole thing, Mom.
You'll see when you eat it. My name is Mac, and I don't think God likes Paige.
My name is Mikey, and I'm a hex girl, and I'm gonna put a spell on you.
And my name is Morgan, and I totally didn't get caught eating dirt last night while sleepwalking.
Not the dirt and worms we were expecting. Anyways, today we will be. I almost said reacting. We don't react anymore, unfortunately, but we should. We will be
Thanks,
discussing, and
wow.
reviewing. Girl.
Girl.
See, we will be reacting to season 17, episode 10 of. Already, please like, comment, subscribe, or all the things, because girl, we got an episode today.
Mama.
I
Mm,
bought
mm,
talk specifically for this episode.
I
But
didn't.
before we get there, um, so we come back into work, and Lydia expresses, her very complex feelings on like, bitch, yeah, I stayed, but I'm probably not going to get any dick anymore.
Complex feelings.
Complex feelings. Like
You
she's
know,
happy to still be in the competition, but she didn't want to do it at the expense of Corey. So
yeah, and like I think it's always I mean, I have a very competitive mindset, so I feel
yeah.
like I would not be that sad when people are leaving, but I can understand that Lydia and Corey connected in a way that was outside of the competition and
Intimately.
intimately, very intimately.
Finger.
Um,
Um,
oh,
Ew.
well, butthole.
butthole.
But yeah, I mean, like, I think it was a cute moment when she kissed the mirror and
Mhm.
whatever, barf.
uh,
Meh,
oh,
like doesn't care.
no.
I've never been like Drag Race is I don't know, Drag Race is one of the shows where like I never can get behind the showmances. Like I don't really care.
They're the cutest ones so far, I think.
Yeah, I
I agree.
agree.
And their postseason is really cute.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah,
I
and
do I do live for them together since the season. And like I've mentioned
same.
Corey's YouTube, but like Lydia always on there as well. They're both just funny together.
Mhm. What is it? I mean, the last time we had a like situationship was Brooklyn and Vanjie, is it not?
I feel like there's been one since.
I don't think so.
They tried to have a thing with
But
Amethyst and Robin,
Oh
but
yeah,
yeah.
but that flopped.
no, well, no, girl, they were exes.
Right.
yeah,
They
but
they'd
like
already done
maybe it could bring them back together, and then Robin's like, I don't want to talk about it, and then Rue's like, fine, go home. You're not
She
giving me a
did.
storyline. Go home.
Like,
Um,
She said, "Did you date them?" No, I didn't. Sachet? Oh wait.
oh, and we forgot about Plain and Amanda.
Bye. Bye.
Star-crossed lovers.
Speaking of plane crash, Mac,
Oh,
you're um Lexi
oh.
is on the couch and she is first she's like, Lydia, please don't feel some type of way right now. I am just in my feelings. I am my own worst like critic and I am not here to sit and take away from what you not Lydia.
Oh, Jules.
Jules, yes. No, she's like, Miss Jules, I'm sorry. Like, my self-saboteur is getting to me. You deserve all the things. I am just being a critiquing ass bitch to myself.
I
Because,
Hmm.
thought that was a very nice way to explain your feelings. You're communicating about, yes, I'm upset I didn't win, but it's not against you.
Yeah.
And I thought that was very sisterly and very kind way of explaining that. Because we see that all the time. A girl will be
Hmm.
pressed when she's in the top, it doesn't win. So it's cool to see Lexi explain her feelings and communicate that way.
Hmm.
What wasn't cool to see for Lexi is that our good sister is letting her inner saboteur eat her up.
No,
Yeah.
literally. Oh my
Like,
God.
Mom, you
We'll
were in the top. You were almost
we'll
won.
yeah, we will talk about Lexi more
Like,
this
only it
episode.
That
only gets
that just
worse.
reminds me of when like Bob kind of pointed out the same thing in Miss Thorgy, and she said
Hmm.
it literally could be the white person with dreads from New York City challenge, and Thorgy will still think she's gonna be in the bottom. Like very, very that. Just
It would have
I
been.
I need to see Thorgy back on Drag Race where she does a talent show of drinking wine while listening to a Pink song because she loves Pink.
Love Pink,
Guest
love.
judge, Tia Coffee.
dude.
Her middle name for that episode will be Tia Wine or Coffee.
Bye.
Mm-hmm.
Meanwhile, we got Miss Butthole saying that Sam should have been on the bottom over her because her outfit was simple. And Susie statistically pointing out how many wins everyone has. Meanwhile, Lana and Lydia are sitting over there with a bra, a panty, and a dream.
Hmm.
They love this. They love this every season of like oh, there are two girls or there's one girl left that don't have wins. Maybe one of them will win the challenge and the other will go home, or maybe they're just doomed. We see. We see what happens, sorta, kinda, with that.
In a way.
I mean, we shall. We'll see how this all turns out.
But no, Lydia coming for Sam was so funny because Sam was literally like, "Excuse me?" Like, no, 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 no. Let me gather you right back real quick because I know you didn't just say my outfit deserved to be in the bottom. And I love my favorite part of Sam being like, "You look like you're wearing dead skin cats," and Lydia being like, "Thank you. That's literally exactly
Not
what I was going
literally.
for."
Literally. Like, so you get it. So
Like,
you
yes,
get it.
exactly. Like, I'm giving old lady with like a bunch of cat skins all over me. Like, that's exactly what the vibe was.
Someone
My
called
th
Peter.
my theater is hurting so bad. Who is the old cat that sings Memories?
Oh my God.
Is it Grisabella? Because
Yes. Yes, yes, yes.
but no, man, she was just giving Grisabellities. That's all. So we next day in the room of work, and Michelle walks in instead of Rue, and someone said this was like them trying to soft launch, production trying to soft launch Michelle as the new overall host for Drag Race. How do we feel about that opinion?
Rhea was feeling lazy, and Michelle's like, fine, I'll do it.
I feel like anytime Rue like wants a break day, they have Michelle do something. So,
Yeah. And
Yeah.
I think that could be the case. I mean, especially seeing as how it's already Michelle on Down Under.
hmm,
Hmm.
But like,
I hope
I don't
so.
know. Um, I think that yeah, I agree that like we've seen Michelle come in and do the walkthrough before.
Yeah. Plus, Sasha Colby is interviewing for that position. So,
Period.
Ye-
But Michelle announces that we're bringing someone back. The Badonkadonk tank.
she tried to gag.
No,
Mind you,
literally
Joella was right there.
was
No,
right
literally.
there.
So, question for the girls: if they were bringing an eliminated person back, who would you want it to be?
I
It's
feel like they
between
slept on
Honestly,
Acacia for
it's
me.
between three for me.
I have my one.
I have my one.
I'll let you girls go first.
For me, Crystal Envy.
Same.
Oh, sister, yeah.
Like I
Okay,
think
then I
she
then I have two.
I fear that she
I got,
was
got three.
chronically undersold by the judges.
And was
Deserved it, deserved at least one win before she left. And
Yeah.
I feel like she was a potential Jan edit before they sunk into Arrietty.
yeah,
Well,
Smart.
and
no,
it's just unfortunate because I think like obviously her personality wasn't shining in the same way that some of the other girls on the season are. And so I think that's why, or that's part of the reason she didn't get as good of a reception by the judges, but she was doing some high caliber drag.
Mhm.
um, my three, one of them was Crystal if I was going to be like the fair, like if I was playing fair. My like for drama would be Joella because
Right.
Joella is fun. She's
Don't forget the
fun. I
Ella.
don't care. Gave us one of the most iconic runaway
You
singular.
know what? Say what you might about it. That bitches are gonna remember that runway forever.
Yeah, that's the one I think about that that's my Roman Empire now. Is the matches with the glory hole matches. And then that's a weird thing to say out loud. And then the third would be Lucky Stars because we barely got to
Oh,
see Lucky.
T.
So and I want to see her as a pizza again.
Literally.
I wish we
But,
got to
but
see that shark look. Sobs.
Yeah.
oh,
That too.
okay. So mine would have been Crystal or Acacia, only because I feel like they slept on Acacia a good majority of the time that she was there.
I
Like
can agree
there
with
were some
that.
things where I'm like, okay, like I get it, but as
Yeah.
she was starting to get better, it was like, oh girl, they just don't see her.
I think the only
They
reason it's
forgot
not
about
Acacia
her.
for me is because like she definitely deserved to go home where she did. I think
Agreed.
like the day that she went home, I was like, unfortunately, girl, it's you
It's your
today.
time, yeah.
Yeah.
But the Badonkadonk tank is brought back for the mini challenge, and I say that very loosely.
It
Um,
more like mini challenge.
mini challenge in the fact that she was selling her Entertainment Weekly interview with Joey Nolfi,
Yeah.
and then also
Mm-hmm.
wanted revenge and dunked all the bitches on the way down.
And
Which
I
I
love
mean,
that.
she's following the ABCs of drag as said by Trixie Mattel. Always be closing a sale.
Mm-hmm. 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 I didn't realize it like that was the guest until like halfway through the mini challenge. I'm like, oh wait, that's the one that does all the interviews. But
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
my
ma'am.
mind.
Ball gown.
Bog down.
Um,
I
I
also
really
like, oh, sorry.
I was just saying there were some of the answers were kind of funny, like to the questions.
Yeah.
Um,
Like, what's your
like
favorite color? Wrong.
Right. Red. No, it's blue. No, it's red. Don't. I'm like, girl,
I don't care though. It was funny. It was
Yeah.
goofy.
it was so funny.
She just wanted to dunk these bitches. Like,
I would also
that's
like to
all.
shout out Arietti's neon pink toes during this mini challenge, and then also having Michelle question her entire top or bottom existence. Because she was like, wait, do you mean the competition? I realized she had to think about it.
Like,
I
girl,
fear,
nobody
I
else was
fear
thinking.
it's, I fear it's the same answer for both.
Well,
Yeah.
Hmm.
I was like, nobody else was thinking about it. I was waiting for her to fess up.
the
Not too much on the fem tops.
I can spot a femme top. Don't worry. Us femme tops, we run in the same circles.
speaking of running, so the Maxi Challenge is a villain's roast with none other
Word.
than Mistress Isabel Brooks, Plain Jane, and Miss Condoleezza Muse.
One of my favorite types of challenges and amazing people to roast.
Yeah.
Literally.
'Cause they can roast you right back.
I was about to
Hell,
say,
I was about
I
to
think
say,
it's good that they got people who they knew would be able to like volley with them and like
Right.
real.
have a kiki.
Yeah. Whoever they were, whichever of the three they were to roast, it was not going to be easy at
Also, Benji,
all.
you mispronounced. It's not Mistress Isabel Brooks. It's M Miss Mister
Miss
Mrs.
Miss Isabel
Mistress.
Brooks.
Yes,
Sound it out, honey.
that's
Uh,
how you sound it out.
Mistress Isabella Brooks.
Yes. Miss
Dubois.
Isabel.
Oh, real quick, just random note because we are going to eventually get into it. Um, someone during their set mentioned that Sugar and Spice are no longer Mistress's daughters.
Well, yes.
I didn't know that. I've
I
kind of
didn't
lived
Yeah.
under a
either.
rock when it comes to Sugar and Spice for a bit.
All I
I
knew
mean,
is
I
that
don't even know.
they have a drag daughter called Secret, and a lot of people in the comments were saying, "Oh, drag teen pregnancy."
Literally.
I mean, for real though. Like, what the fuck are they teaching that girl? I really
I,
would love to know
How to
mind you, why
trot.
did
how to
they?
trot, literally.
No, literally, mind you, why why did they disband? I'm so uncertain.
Honestly,
Oh,
maybe
It
Mistress was
seems
like, "I can't help y'all."
it
not
also
anymore.
seems like it also seems like I don't think Mistress talks to Malaysia anymore.
Oh,
Hmm.
I think I don't know Mistress like that, and I don't know any of these other queens.
right.
But
Just
seems
an
like maybe there's a common
observation.
denominator. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm just uncertain on why that would then have to affect the girls, but
Yeah. Well, they're
I
doing
mean,
fine.
they also could have just drifted apart, and maybe there's
yeah,
no
Yeah.
tea, and
that's fair.
Unrelated note, did y'all see that Plasma claimed to be Lana's
Oh,
original drag
poor
mother?
Lana's
drag
original drag
mother.
mother.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. And
That
this
was
Hmm.
this episode,
crazy.
spoiler, Lana does better than usual. And Plasma's like in the comments, like, that's my drag daughter. And then here comes Lux, like, oh, now you claim her.
I mean, T,
Hey,
that's so
hey,
T.
she was claiming her musical week too. So
She was. Yeah.
Speaking of, I got a chip on my sleeve. Um, if you don't know, it's really cool. Um,
Right.
they will work with Michelle and Whitney Cummings on their material. It clicked for some reason just now because I started laughing. Um,
I'm
they have,
sorry, Benji. You like cut off like right when you were saying your whole first sentence.
wait, what happened?
Like your whole
your
first sentence was
audio,
just
your
nothing.
mic keeps cutting out.
I
Yeah.
hate that. So let me restart here.
That's why I
Uh,
said right.
oh my God. So Michelle, they will work with Michelle and Whitney Cummings,
Yes.
who is the co-creator and executive producer of Two Broke Girls.
Hmm.
Love.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I love her down. I've watched that show since its inception. It's absolutely fucking funny to me.
I
She was so funny too.
It
I
was.
know of Whitney. I've she has been on a few podcasts that I listen to while I work, aka as brunch girl. And no, I didn't realize she was a co-producer writer of Two Broke Girls. That's really cool. I love that show.
Yeah, she's absolutely amazing. As the winner of last week's mini challenge or maxi challenge,
Hmm.
Jules gets to decide the order.
And here we
Mm,
go. The
he
Uh,
snowball effect
the
so we're gonna
starts.
most
buckle up.
the most dramatic events take place over a little like let's put you here, let's put you here little
And
Over a
moment.
one
let's
over
talk
a
about
one
it.
through eight list.
Let's talk about this selection process and
Right.
how.
So Jules done kumbayas,
Hmm.
goes and meditates with Jesus, but also God and herself,
So
and
comfy.
decides on this order. And this goes as follows: Miss Anya's first,
Hmm.
followed by the face crack
Mm-mm.
of the century, Miss Arietti, then Jules, then Miss Lana
Mm,
Duray, then
right
Sham Star, Lydia Butthole Collins, Suzwatu, and Lexi Love in that order.
Okay,
now
And
let's
let's
talk
now
about
Miss
it
Lexi
because,
and Miss Arietti are cracked beyond
girl,
They
recognition.
are both
well,
plucked,
I
mom.
I honestly feel like we should break down this order because first
yes.
of all, Anya, why would you give her the number one, like the first spot when she is known for being extremely charismatic? having
like
her
and
as
like
like the
a good
opener.
successful host too. Like
Right.
Yes, like
And
that's
none
the
argued our
host
line.
spot. Yeah,
And one, I
that's
think.
I think this
yeah.
Oh,
is my thing with the Jules's placements is like
yeah.
none of them were like entirely shady, and
no,
it seemed like she was trying to be as fair as possible and make a good show.
yeah,
Mhm.
Yes.
And then for this drama to kick off after was
It's
literally
crazy.
like the biggest reaction we've ever had to a lineup ever, minus like Coco being like, "Thanks, detox."
Oh
Like,
God.
Yeah.
What'd you say?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I said thanks.
but thank
this
you for
was
what,
like
mom?
this
Right.
was like actual more not so much from one, but from the other. Like, Mama, you made that up in your head because you, Lexi Love,
I was about to say,
you,
let's name names because Miss
you,
Lexi.
Alexandra Love, um, have fully made up in your mind that you were being sabotaged here. You literally asked to go last.
To go last.
And
Like,
you know who also asked to go last and didn't get their way? Susie.
Susie
literally. And
too.
Yeah.
so when
And
Susie
she
gets put
openly
right
states that.
before last, it's like, that's why.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's as close to last as she's going to give her. Like,
I
it
mean,
was a mess.
so Jules was like, okay, I don't think I'm gonna like eat this roast up, but if I have like the girl before and after me who aren't the most great at comedy, then that'll help me a bit.
And I think that's
And
exactly what it was. I don't think she intentionally put Arietti in front of her to like sabotage Arietti, but I think she did intentionally put herself in between Arietti and Lana.
Yeah.
and the issue is that if she swapped Ariadne and Lana, I don't think this is so crazy of a thing. Like it wouldn't be
Yeah.
so dramatic.
What is funny though is I think if you switch Lexi and Susie, there still is drama on that end because then Lexi
Yes.
doesn't get her
Doesn't get what
last
she
place
wants.
slot that she wanted and is next to Susie still.
And she would have been after Sam,
Yeah.
which would
And
have
after
Yeah.
been
Sam.
disaster.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
That would have been
it's
what she would actually was worried about was that
Yeah.
Susie was going to knock it out of the park and make her look stupid when actually Susie did
Okay.
She did okay.
She did
like
fine.
oh,
it was fine.
I think
You
I
know,
might have laughed at a joke.
They did have to clog her lip for about that and Untucked too. Like, girl, you thought you're sitting here saying Susie was going to eat you the fuck up, and Susie like barely had nothing on her plate.
I mean,
Like,
they
And
Uh
clocked her
Susie
during talking
Susie in the
head.
back like, I thought I did
She,
good.
yeah, she
yeah,
said, "I thought
that's
no,
I
my
did."
favorite reaction picture because she's sitting in that stupid
Oh yeah, she's just
like.
I love the divas finally watching Untucked because it is
Well, I didn't. I
good.
just saw the clip.
Yeah, I did not watch it.
God,
You're
it
so
was so
my
good.
fake sisters.
Because half of it's boring. So I
It's
just watch the fights
not this
on.
season.
I
Oh
just watch
no,
the fights on Twitter. Then I don't have to
It's
watch the whole Untucked.
start the whole like it's 20 minutes extra,
That's too much.
for
but you
her.
can watch the
Girl,
pit stop and
I work two jobs.
fashion.
I don't have
I can
exactly. I do have to watch those. That's why I don't have an extra 20 minutes.
exactly.
Right,
But
right.
So think about that.
and as we think
Hmm.
about that, we're gonna move on to the round table. A couple of interesting things happen here. One, for one thing, they are openly discussing their jokes. It's not like a
Mhm.
one-on-one sit down, you're next to a mic, and these bitches tell you whether you're funny or not and what to do with your critiques. They're hearing it openly out loud at like a table read of sorts
Hmm.
for their
I love that
government
they did
workshop.
this.
Yes, this was good, and it felt very SNL. Like we're going through everything first. We're gonna get it down packed. We're gonna see how everything flows together.
And I think it's better, like, I think it probably takes the pressure off the queens a little bit because having them just be solo with one of the judges and the like comedian who's helping you, that's really intimidating. And so I
Yeah.
think
Yeah.
being being with everybody, it probably like lowers the stakes a little bit, lets everybody kind of like just get some work done in a collaborative way.
Hmm.
And yeah, I thought it was a really interesting change that I wasn't necessarily expecting them to make.
There
Right.
during this, there are like a few interesting points There's the really obvious one, which will take a huge effect, which I will say last. There's also the moment where Lydia just has a little yawn, and Whitney's like,
Am I boring to you?
Girl, no, I am
which
so Lydia in this moment because I just be yawning. I'm sorry, it's
I'm
not
I'm
you.
just I'm just yawny, and then she includes that in her roast at the end. But the other moment I wanted to talk about is that there's always this damn trope which I hate, which is when a girl who is really good at something pretends she's shit. And she's like,
Mhm.
Susie's like, I don't know how I'm gonna do. Anya becomes my
She's like, I
favorite
feel like some of
girl.
my jokes are too cerebral. They're gonna be too smart. Anya
Too
clocks the
cerebral.
fuck out of that tea.
Too, too fucking cerebral. I don't even know if I said that word right,
And
because
she
I
said
am
none
not.
none of her jokes have gone over my head. Clock her.
Hmm.
Read
Girl,
her.
smart where? Cerebral where?
And the minute
Unfortunately,
that she
Susie
was,
too, Sasha Velour, you are not.
no, literally, and the minute Susie was clocked, she dropped her little facade. She was like, okay, sister,
Yeah.
you got
She
me.
was like,
The
you know what? T.
the
T.
only two drag queens to read books is Sasha Velour and Serena Chacha,
Not too much on Nina
not
Exactly.
West.
Susie too.
Susie 2, you did not
Not
make
too
the
much
top
on
two
Nina
this
West, who
week.
actually does read. Um,
Nope. She don't count neither. If she was smarter, she would make oop,
When I
better
think
lips.
about
Oop.
Nina, I think about a giant butt, so I don't want to think about Nina.
Oh, not the 10 or 11 reveals that she did for All Stars.
None of
Nobody's
them
thinking
good.
about those.
Um, we also get something really gaggy that has never happened before.
Yes. Let's talk about the real
So
Let's
gaggery.
talk
Miss
about
the
it.
production decided to put Ari and Jules right next to each other for some fucking reason.
I think about it
And
Well,
had to
because
T
they
knows
were
do
the
with
they
reason.
were next to each other on
the
the lineup.
You know the
yeah.
reason.
Oh, T.
Yes, I think that's how it went.
And Miss Jules had her fucking notes open, and like any other scorned sister, Ariadne takes and puts Jules's jokes into her notebook.
When they were doing the preseason, like, who's the villain of this season and why? And everyone's answering
Said
Ariadne.
Ariadne.
The whole time I'm sitting there, like, the season, like, okay, she's like a little catty, but like, it's whatever. Like, she's getting into a little scuffle here and there.
Yeah.
But I'd say, like, oh, Sam Star is like trying to be that catty girl too in confessional. We get this. Oh, okay.
Sealed the
This
deal.
this is you're the villain. Like, this was dark sided and nasty. And I was kind of living for it.
Like
Like,
I'm I I would hate to be there in this moment because like I hate being in a competition with people like this, but
mhm.
poor sports on reality TV are always so funny to watch because they do shit like this.
T.
I
Like,
love it. I love it. What did she say in the confessional about like you need to watch out for like girls who are gonna stab you in the back or something?
Well,
I don't
exactly that.
Something
remember.
like,
Yeah.
oh. Well, I
I have
loved
no
it.
idea.
I loved
Yeah.
it. It was they showed it last week and like the next episode, Arietta's
Mm.
like something about stabbing in the back. I'm
Oh,
like,
it's
ooh,
at the end of the day, all you can do is stab
is
your sister in
stab
the
your
Stab your
friend.
friends
back.
in the back.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, yes.
And
I
I have to
loved
be
it.
real. While it did flub up Miss Jules later in the roast, the jokes that you stole weren't even that funny. So,
No,
Yeah.
real. So real.
like, I should have leaned over to Sam,
Right.
like, or
Right.
Anya,
Yeah.
and taken from
Like
them.
gag some of the other girls who aren't pressed about you and make them pressed about you.
And
I'll steal
like
from everyone.
I mean, here's the thing. It at the very least helped to do exactly what you wanted it to do in the
Yeah.
end.
Also, maybe they
Hmm.
need to go back to just doing, especially after this season. I would be like, I'm not talking about none of my jokes.
No,
Yeah,
literally.
no, literally.
I didn't even bring them. They're
No.
back in the workroom.
She said,
It,
Like,
like,
I memorized them all already.
not
in
real.
And I will not
in
be telling you
I
any
won't
of
be
them.
speaking them
Not a
out
fucking
loud.
thing.
Next
Ooh.
hmm
person.
So we get into the preparation of Elimination Day. and Arietti still feeling all types of panini pressed and moves her station away from Jules
No, it
and
was so
Lexi
funny.
to go with the non-Kumbaya girls.
It was so funny. They're just the awkward silence, and Joel's just sitting there and moving her things around on the station while Ariadne gathers and just looking over and being like, "So you're moving?" Because nobody said nothing to each other for the past like 30 minutes.
I
Perfect.
love
Yeah.
it.
And then the fact of the matter is that she didn't even move like
All
to
of her
the
shit.
other side of the workroom or anything. She just moved to the other. There's still nobody in between you and Jules. You're just on the other side of her now,
No,
just closer to
literally,
everyone else.
And
as
then
mi- as
proceeds to openly just like talk shit about Jules
no,
so
literally,
loudly.
And like
I,
leaves her over there. Nobody else is over there with her. Like,
Miss
Yeah.
Anya had to go with her eventually. Like,
Yeah, Anya, the realest bitch in the workroom, had to be like,
no,
"Oh, let me go sit with my sister."
yeah.
literally. Um, Although both of them are not fucking with Miss Jules no more. Susie, however, during her talking head makes a really great point that we've like kind of talked about in passing, but like where you go, what place you are in the roast does not matter. How you allow yourself to feel about where you place does.
Right.
Exactly.
And like I understand the argument of like being upset about getting a first or last because there is a lot of pressure, but it's 100% how you act under that pressure. It's completely your fault. If you're gonna sit there and pull a Lexi and literally spiral completely, that is on you, babe.
Yeah.
Because even during the little like when we're tossing out our jokes and stuff, she was getting laughs.
Yeah.
Like they thought you were funny and you got into your own head and made it not funny. So it just sucked, but the drama was everything
It was
because they
so
were
good.
going at it.
No, they were
Hmm.
in. But Jules during her talking head was like, I can't, regard to Lexi, she said, one, I gave you exactly what you fucking asked for, and I can't control your inner saboteur.
Yeah. And I think that Jules was also really real for apologizing to Arietti because that was like an actual hurt friend moment where
Right.
like yeah, I did hurt your feelings and like I apologize for that. Like I that wasn't my intention, but I understand that you were hurt by that.
Right.
Now, did Arietti follow up that apology with also being like, "Hey, sister, I stole your jokes"?
No.
No,
No, not even an apology period. Just
like she just was like, you know what, thank you, but moving on.
no, literally.
Hmm.
Like to me, like, okay, everyone is valid to their own feelings and opinions. But to me, specifically for those two in that moment, it gave sour to me.
Hmm.
Like
Love that
they are
album.
equally at the girl. They are equally as entitled to their feelings, but it's a list. It's not that deep.
Right.
How you decide to like do in the roast is all contingent on the material you present, not what order in which you position yourself. Like
Hmm.
if you do great, then the other bitch that was a front runner, then that looks better on you than it does relying on in order to make sure that you're safe just because she's your
Yeah.
Judy.
Right. And be real, Ariadne. It's not like the placement didn't fuck anything up for you. You were gonna flop literally no matter who was in front of you, behind you, where you were in the lineup, like because
You couldn't
you
even
were
say
said
Mistress
from the
Isabel
start.
Brooks's name right.
Literally, you couldn't say Mistress Isabel Brooks. So that's
Literally.
on you. Like you were literally beating yourself up as soon as the challenge was announced. So
Exactly.
like, yeah, you're not gonna do good. You're already telling yourself you're gonna do awful. So that's what you're gonna do.
Yeah, exactly.
And then and then she telegraphed it to the audience in every moment. Anytime anything went wrong, she was like, "Oh, oh man, oh, I messed up." Like, it doesn't matter if you did. Don't tell them.
Yeah.
But no, we get through the roast and we are gonna go into the looks
Hmm.
in just a moment. But who were some of your standouts for the roast itself? Because
Can I be real?
yes, please.
I think I'm just gonna have to come out and proud as a Sam Star stan.
No,
Like
literally,
Sam
like
Star did
Hmm.
so
She
good.
did.
And like
It was so effortless. It was like
part of
butter.
it, part of it was the beginning that was handed to her by somebody who also surprisingly did a really good job
Yes.
today,
Literally.
Miss
No.
Lana.
But
Like
the way
I
I
was so
cackled,
happy with
Lana
how well
randomly
Lana did
eating.
today.
Like,
Lana eating, Anya being proud of Lana eating, and then Lana just
mhm.
pulling out this out of pocket joke that no one saw coming, and
And
then
Sam Star just going, "Woo."
Sam picked up the ball and shot a 3-pointer
Mhm.
like her godfather. Um, and
I
then I
Um,
just about
and,
passed out.
and obviously, I mean, we'll get into it, but Miss Lydia,
Miss
Mhm.
Butthole.
Miss Butthole,
A butthole, how fond I am of you.
That's so
Or
from top of
responsive.
you.
Exactly.
And now it is time for the visual representation. Category is shorts, shorts, shorts. And first we do have Miss Anya Nerve.
I'm sorry.
And these are off the official RuPaul's Drag Race website.
Okay.
I
Right.
did not take
This
this.
is camp.
This was not my favorite.
Yeah.
I okay.
No, I like it. I don't care.
I live for the outfit. I don't know why Anya keeps making these
These faces.
strange. No, the hair choices.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a choice.
The hair
It's
that has
certainly a
nothing to do with the
choice.
look whatsoever. And
Like
also, we can talk about it. The padding,
the
like,
oh yeah.
you can see every single piece of padding the whole time. That's what I was staring at the whole time. It's like, this needed a few more layers or like a deeper fabric for your nude illusion.
And honestly, the biggest thing I hated on this was the like pageant jewelry. I wish instead of all the stuff on her hands, she just had like a denim cuff, and then instead of the necklace, a denim like shirt collar.
Like, even in this picture, you can see that, like, her undergarments have like slipped down a little bit on her hip, like through the.
Don't
Hmm.
be
You can
rude.
see it. You can
Or I think
see.
that might just be the bottom of the corset, and it's
I
like
don't know,
shaded
girl.
under.
I don't know,
I'm
girl.
But
gonna blame
still,
it on
like
the
it can.
lighting.
Right. And
But
then
yeah,
watch the runway and watch every single angle you can see the padding too.
and that's what's kind of annoying because like I like this outfit, but I think it's like stylized completely wrong.
Mhm.
I think
She has
I
an
want.
aversion to good wigs sometimes
It's
too.
like the top half is perfect for if she was in a pageant, and then the bottom half is minus the shoes to me on a
It's
personal note. It's good.
and why
Like,
did
but
she
they,
choose those gold shoes?
girl, like it looks like these two things could be separately gorgeous for two separately different looks, but they do not go together.
It also didn't really give me like short shorts. Like,
Well, but I
I mean, it's
understand. It's
creative. I
like
get it.
yeah,
the
like I
leg of the short
understand.
is the sleeve. I thought it was a fun play on shorts,
Mhm.
but girl,
I think despite the lack of polish, it is a
Mhm.
very fun and creative look, and
Agreed.
I
Like,
respect that.
agreed. Like, Anya's not afraid to like be out there. Like,
Oh,
I just don't
okay.
feel like this is very out there. Like I think the outfit is, but then she chose to accessorize it like a pageant queen.
she did. She did.
But when Butthole comes out and something that's not fully finished is stuff we want to read. Okay. I
Because
see the Anya
this looks
favoritism.
decent.
Well, and that's why it's getting a boo.
I fear it is getting a boo from me
It
as
is getting a
well.
boo from me.
It's
I'm
a really
giving it a
soft
woo.
one.
I don't give a shit.
It's a soft boo from me.
It is.
Mine's a full boo. I don't like it.
Speaking of boo, next to the stage we got from Seattle, Washington, Miss Arietti.
I like this.
It's cute.
I think I think it was like an interesting direction to go
Hmm.
when the theme is shorts, but like for what it is, those are shorts and the look is gorge. I like that.
It is.
I like that she still gave this outfit some length and some drama with the sleeves and with the with this headpiece.
I like the tight
Um,
embellishment as well. That's like a nice touch.
I hate the nude illusion on her torso though.
It
Hmm.
doesn't match her
It
tight.
doesn't match. It's really purple.
Like,
And that might be a fault of the lighting because
That could be
it looks like
like,
it's like sheer but also
yeah,
painted.
yeah.
And so like I don't know, but it doesn't read on TV and I could see I was reading it like that when she was walking too.
I don't know. I
And then
wish
she
it
takes it
like
off and it
really
looks worse.
featuring the look and concept, if that makes sense. Like
Yeah.
Arietta's had such stellar, phenomenal looks that like this was like eh, for
Okay.
me.
Yeah, I think
Like,
this is certainly one of, if not her weakest showing.
yeah,
Yeah.
But like,
But for this to be her weakest showing, that's
yeah,
pretty
exactly.
impressive
It's
still.
like, well, you still look gorge. Um, I give it like a soft woo.
yeah, like I love a dramatic shoulder moment. I think like once you get past the concept of it, like I think she accessorized it well. I don't necessarily think this is the right direction to go for the shorts runway, but for what
Yeah.
it is, lovely. Super well constructed, accessorized well. So it's a soft woo for me.
Yeah, I agree. For me, it's a soft. Whoa.
This to me is a woo. I like it.
And next, coming to the Little Bo Peep stage, we have Miss Jewel Sparkle. Okay, first thing I gotta say,
Girl.
Marie Antoinette,
Yeah, exactly.
She literally
Claire.
is like
This gives me more
anything that's
Dolly Parton than it does Miss Marie Antoinette.
Yeah, I was about to say this gives like old like Wild West
This,
Americana,
this gives like
like
Yeah,
Best Little Whorehouse in Texas.
yeah.
Like,
exactly. It
Michelle
gave
is
Saloon
triggered.
Girl, like,
Yeah.
I was literally like, Michelle, like, I get it. And I saw this thing on Twitter that was like, no, maybe she was confused and like she forgot that she hates green. And like, that's what she should have said. Um,
Like I I feel like something that is like a stretch that works is like Ruin season 10 when she got her facelift, but this is not Marie and Antoinette. This is a stretch that just does not work.
and
So
the look was cute. The look is
It was.
cutesy.
Yeah.
I think my like one gripe, because I know this does like slightly reveal into like shorter black bottoms, right? Like
Mhm.
she doesn't rip anything off, but you could see her undergarment there. I wish it was more apparent and more like, I guess, bouffanted out. I don't know if that's the correct word, but more like fluffed out to where that's apparent from the beginning, and they're like, okay, I see it.
Yeah, I will say like the way the hips are structured, it does kind of read like a little skirt more than it does shorts, but like
Yeah.
once you see it, you kind of get it and I think like I mean, come on, she just looks so freaking good.
I mean,
Yeah.
it's
She
Jewel
looks
Sparkles.
so cute. It's the bows in her hair, and the hair is so lovely.
Hmm.
Like the girl,
It
and
was
like
cute.
we'll talk about it, but like she had that hair glued down, mom.
Hmm.
I also love the fabric on the sleeves.
Yeah.
It's such a
It's
pretty color too. I love the shade
metallic.
green.
Like it's a woo.
It's a woo.
It is a
Oh,
woo.
the whoa. And next, and I will always love this look, but next to the stage is Lana Del.
I
Okay.
know.
Make the
Okay.
runway great again.
Okay, wait.
That's what it felt when
Oh
I first saw the
my
Like,
God.
hat and I got scared.
is the reference an iconic moment in fashion history? Sure.
Yes.
Is this appropriate for the main stage of RuPaul's Drag Race?
No.
No, mama. Like, we get that
Uh,
you are like really a student of fashion and like you love supermodels and stuff.
I love
We
her
need to drag it up a
references.
bit, babe.
Right. Like
You're
just
I'm
because you
wearing
have the
stuff that
reference
you
in
got
your,
from the store.
yes. Like
Like,
just Just because you are a pretty
I'm
girl and love your references doesn't mean that you're always going to be featured.
And red hat with white lettering in this day and age.
Oh, girl.
Mm-mm.
terrible.
There have
Mm-mm.
been former girl group members who have been read for quite literally the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like her outfit she wore during the roast was 10 times better than this. And you shouldn't be upstaged with something that's not going to be like a runway theme.
Exactly.
Exactly.
And like, I'm so sorry to Naomi, but she's walked in much better stuff than this. This is the most basic thing Naomi has probably ever walked in, and then her basic ass is like, oh yes, I want to reference this specific thing, which apparently Rue just knows off the top of her head. Oh, it's the thing. Oh, yeah, it is the thing from 2003. This
Listen, that
just
is
reminds me that Y2K had some bad fashion back in the day. Some good, but some
Not too
bad.
much.
not too much. This was a moment. I
Yeah,
just
this
think
is
for
it's an iconic moment.
I agree with my sister Morgan though, in which it's that it's too simple. Just because it's a reference and it's a
Hmm.
moment from fashion does not mean that it's automatically going to translate to Drag Race.
Yeah,
Like,
it's too much of a
Right.
replica
yeah,
and not enough of
let me
like
just
a reference.
I'm also just so tired of the girls wearing the like flat wigs,
Hmm.
flat hair. It's
Yeah, it
I
was
don't mind
very
seeing it from
much.
time to time, but
It was when Carrie brought out the JLo dress, but like at least the JLo dress was like vibrant and
yeah,
fit the runway category.
And
interesting
like
it
silhouette.
did.
that was the dress. Like it wasn't
Yeah,
a replica of
Yeah,
the dress. That was
it
the
was the
dress.
yeah.
dress.
This, I believe,
This is not real.
is not the
Yeah,
actual garment that Naomi
and like
came in.
No,
the hat says like Drag Race 17 or
Yeah.
something. Like
Yeah.
it's it was cheap looking too. Like no, mama.
Even the like shirt is like rumpled.
Like
Like
thank
rumpled
God she did good this
stiltskin,
week
mama.
in the
Thank
dress.
God she did good this week. Thank God.
Yeah.
Her like
At least
one
she had
time that
a at
she
least she would have
flopped
had
down.
a at least she would have had a comfy outfit to lip sync in.
Yeah, it's a boo.
It's a
it's a
My
boo
boo.
for
work
me.
outfit is better than
Oh,
Bye.
Boo.
Sorry, Miss Lana.
next to the stage we have Miss Sham Star.
Okay.
Oh, okay. I
Damn,
love that.
the silence is
Like okay,
deafening.
I was waiting for one of the little fashion girls to start yapping, but I guess I will stop.
go ahead.
I really enjoy this look. I think it's a very interesting idea. I like the little backstory behind her being like, I envied the football team because they were also cool and popular, and now I get to feel cool and popular, and I also want to just sleep with all the football players. No, I really like this. The thigh high boots, the shoulder pad, like the little American football shoulder thing's really cute. I love the high pony with the little the beads. I don't know if we can say certain words because of YouTube's policies, but it's not like
That-
we're gonna be monetized or anything.
Not the Benoit gauze.
Um, yeah. No, I really like this, and her mug is always stamped.
Mhm. Okay, so like I think the look is fine. Um, it's Sam is so small, right? Like Sam is like a little Polly Pocket.
Right.
And so wearing all of the like the bagginess and like how
Like
big some
the
of the
body
pieces
armor of it
are,
all.
It
Yeah.
covers
it
her.
swallows her up a bit.
It does.
Um
She
and
body's still tea though.
yeah, like she still looks good. Nobody's saying she doesn't look good. It's a little much on her.
Yeah.
And I think that the outfit idea and concept itself is like we've seen things like this before and it wasn't the most inventive thing in the world. It was safely fine.
Yeah, and like I don't know. I feel like it kind of going on to the like uh, um it swallows her up point. Like it also feels like maybe that it wasn't hers
Hmm.
and that like
Well,
somebody a little taller than her owned this because especially in the legs, I don't feel like I think those are trying to be like really long boots
Yeah.
with a
hmm.
little bit of leg before the shorts, but she doesn't have long enough legs for it to really work.
Yeah.
Like
True.
she,
How tall is Trinity?
sure.
I feel like
I
this
think
is not a Trinity the Tuck look.
yeah, I don't know if this is Trinity's necessarily. And I mean, for all I know, she had this custom made for herself and it was just
Well, we
uh,
know she's a reduce, reuse, recycle queen, so.
yeah. And like I agree with Morgan in that like I'm not saying she looks bad because she doesn't.
Right.
Yeah.
I think it's clean, it's polished.
Hmm.
I'm not mad about it, but I'm also and is it just me or does she always wear her wigs a little bit too far forward?
Hmm.
Where it looks like it's eating her forehead.
Yeah, and like it
Hmm.
looks like it's just a little bit too far down on
It
her
could
head.
stand to be a half
It's
inch
also,
up.
it's just really hard to do like a high pony too.
Yeah.
Like, it's gonna look weird, probably no matter what. Um,
And I
like,
think
it
a lot of times
definitely
if
looks like
you're
a right on her
yeah,
head.
a lot of times if you're gonna do something like that, you put something around like the base of the pony
Hmm.
to cover up where it looks the
Exactly.
most weird, but it's
Yeah.
just like this tube of hair right there.
I hate a high pony drag look because it literally looks like you stuck a plunger to your head. Like that's what it reminds me of every time. It's like you have a plunger stuck to your head right now, mama.
I can only imagine how you
And
feel
some of
about
them come
Milk's
on and
look.
off like that. They just kind of
No,
they go on the
literally,
head like and they come off like
Literally. Exactly.
Like Yara Sophia Papadons.
yeah, literally the Papadon.
Uh,
Oh, Benji, we just heard none of that.
love that. I will start again. Um, but no, I think this does eat her up a little too much. Like if this was a little more proportion for her body, or if she like maybe took like that middle part there where her waist isn't like cinch that in, maybe a touch. Like maybe finding some ways around that considering she is
Honestly,
not without a sewing machine.
I think it would look better for me if you just kind of got rid of the like corseted waist piece and it was like
Hmm.
the bra, the shoulders, and then the shorts
Oh,
and the
that would be
boots.
cute. Yeah, that would flatter her a little
Because
better.
Yeah.
I think it wouldn't it would not make it as busy in the middle and not like kind of bring it in as much as it is because you have
Yeah.
like the stars and the laces and the everything right here on the torso. And I think
Yeah.
if you just got rid of that like corset piece, that red piece under the bra, I think it would look better in my opinion.
And I would
Hmm.
love if like the
Absolutely.
thigh part of her boot was flared out a little more, kind of like Monet's, and I think it was All Star set either 4 or 7,
Yeah.
but like
For
where it's like starched and flared out and it like fits her and it makes it a little more dramatic. Otherwise, this is a good look. I give it a woo.
It's a woo.
it's a woo.
Woo!
Now next to get a touchdown and a field goal potentially is Miss Lydia Butthole Collins.
Hmm.
Uh,
Um, short shorts. This is not. However,
but
however, it like
she's got the shorts on.
like mom,
She's got
It looks like
mom.
sheep wool.
This
Mikey's
is
about to have a
this
whole
is
ass conniption right now.
tulle wrapped around my waist that I am saying
She
is shorts.
Mind you, she's wearing like
Mikey's gonna pee.
black pants or leggings.
no girl because I know for a fact that Lydia she had this really cool outfit constructed and
Hmm.
then she went brr, brr, okay here's a little pair of shorts great
She
perfect
said, "Look, it's
Outfit.
skin. It's skin, you guys." Um, but is the look itself is really cool.
it's really cool I like
I
it a
love
lot
her so much. I love Lydia Butthole Collins. And to come out there and just fucking stomp the runway in this organ dress, well, organ bodysuit,
I was about to
and
say, like, it's pants.
like, and to say that it's like
Shorts.
Well, no, but she's got like leggings on. They're pants.
the
No,
shorts is killing
oh,
me. Like
sister.
her saying that those are shorts, Mama, they don't even barely look like shorts.
They look like a bikini bottom.
Yeah, if they're
Well, it's
anything.
supposed to be like lacy underwear
No,
shorts,
Yeah.
but
literally.
like,
Oh, I
yeah.
love
I
butthole.
I feature this, but I
I really hope that someday we get to see a glow up from Lydia.
no, please, I would love that. I would
Wow.
love
I
that.
hope she doesn't get brought back too soon.
Is her right eye okay? Does she need to be seen?
No, no, I just there was something in
Uh,
my
No,
eye.
no, literally.
hmm.
But no, I give this like a soft boo. I love her direction of creativity. It's just not speaking to me this week.
It is speaking to me. I don't care.
Ah, I love
I'm
it.
giving my butthole a woo.
Yeah, it's a woo. I don't care. It's a woo.
Speak her truth, sister.
The wig choice is absolutely
The
atrocious.
hair is heinous, but it's camp.
I
It's
didn't mind the hair
scam.
to be honest. I feel like it tied in with
And
the look.
she loves a fucking like ski mask. Like
Yes. Let's do
Like
like
another one of
the
those
With
half-faced
also
teeny
hair.
moments with
yeah.
also hair.
With
I
also hair. That's what
like
I said.
I
She
feel like
said
we've
skin in the front,
seen
party in the back.
okay, we started off as Dragula girls, right? As in like
Mhm.
Boo Horror was a Dragula show and we saw amazing looks, some of those featured stuff kind of like this concept. Comparing art that we've seen from Dracula and then something like this. I
But
think this is a nice attempt.
I don't think it's fair to compare like that
No,
because
because they're asking for
the
two
end
different
goal,
requirements.
yeah, the end goal is two different things.
Yeah, Mac.
I'm
What to
I'm
put?
I
How
might
dare you
not have
use references?
I might not have always been a Lydia Butthole Collins defender, but I am today.
Just because her little headband matches your hair color doesn't mean you just have to stan her. Um,
But I
Actually
do
does contractually
anyway.
mean that.
the pink
But I
twinks are
do
sticking
anyway.
together.
That's
Anyway,
so nice.
Twink
it's cool.
solidarity.
It's cool. I don't really get like the muscle décolletage shoulder moment. Like,
Okay.
what organ is that? Like, that's not muscle.
Shoulder.
I wish like her bare skin was covered up, and then I wish like either go bare skin or have like the black undergarments the whole way up. It's
Hmm.
weird. It's like I don't know. I want to like this, and I love my horror. I love especially horror on Drag Race, which we never see. Just a little bit more polish. Just a little bit of polish. For me to give this a woo. So I'm giving it a boo.
Hmm.
So
Hmm.
Next, and speaking of internal organs, next to the stage we have Suzwa to
Like, I'm tired.
I'm not.
I'm not.
I actually think this is one of her better looks. I just wish her wig. See,
No,
I
I
think
like the
her.
wig.
No, hold on, let me finish.
Oh,
I like the wig. I just wish the wig covered up a little bit on that, like six head going on, just on that little bit. Because Susie does not look physically. She doesn't look aesthetically pleasing when like she shows her full forehead. It's just off to me. It's weird. And I know some girls love to like pull the wig back a little bit, especially with like a high pony or whatever. Susie, it looks like half her face, like half her head is like just bare skin, then half her face is the actual face. And it does not look good to me, personally.
Big foreheads
Um,
matter.
And do. Um, I like
there's
this look.
lipo for a reason.
I like this look, but I don't feel like it's pushing any boundaries for Miss Two. Like I feel like this is safely within her lexicon
Hmm.
and within
Yeah,
her
it's an
wheelhouse.
yeah, her aesthetic is I want to look old.
Yeah.
So she
Not too
got
much.
that.
There's a
Well,
reference there too, darling. Um, the shorts are nice. It's just I feel like it's a little too connected to the whole outfit. Like, yes, I can see that they're shorts, but like maybe a smaller little moment of triangles would have given that like room of discrepancy to be like, okay, yeah, shorts, got it. I like this little like page boy moment with the cape.
Susie Tooth, they will never make me hate you. I
No,
love this
literally.
look. I love this look. I think it's really cool. Purple is my favorite color. I love purple and gold. I think it's really fun. I need to know what fucking theater costume shop made this because it looks like a theater
mm.
outfit. It
Why
looks
don't you
like,
DM her, girl, or like comment on the look? I'm sure she'll respond.
I mean, it was mostly just for the joke of it all, but like the point being, it looks like it was made in a theater costume shop, but like a good one. You know what I mean? I think I think it's really clean and well done. I love the colors of it. I really like the wig and the hat and the feather, the stark white of the gloves, and then her leggings and the shoes. I think this is put together really well. I think it looks really clean. I've never hated the Susie 2 signature makeup. I think she looks great.
Agreed.
I loved this look a lot.
You
Like,
could have just defend all the interesting people.
whatever. So, am I like, am I mad at the look? No. It's gonna get a woo at the end of the day because it is a very well put together look. I get the aesthetic, I get all the vibes that are happening, I get how it relates to short shorts. Like I'm here. I'm understanding it.
But
It
we are
doesn't mean I
seated.
have to like it. It doesn't mean I have to continue to be dealing with this. Like, here's my thing. Like, Susie, I would love for her to do something like completely out of the box one time. Like when she did the nails, the
Oh, the
you know what
Iron
I'm talking
Maiden.
about. Yeah, the Iron Maiden. Like I was like, okay, this is cool. This is like something I wouldn't have expected from Susie. This I'm like, okay, of course. Like if you blocked her face out and you were like, which queen is this? Like Susie two. Next. Like, of course this is fucking Susie two. But the look is fine. It gets a woo.
With
Yeah, I
my
get
whole chest, it's a woo.
it's a whoa.
Well, change the hair, Mimi.
Speaking of changing around, last but certainly not least, we have Miss Lexi Listen, mother down,
Yeah, like diva.
mother. That's all I gotta say. Mother. Just
It's mother.
I
it's
They did
mother.
clock her though. They clocked her on that runway being like,
They did.
now how many times are you about to come out here in some skimpy little outfit and something dragging on the ground?
No,
Just got
literally.
there's more fabric on
With
the
rainbow hair.
floor.
With rainbow hair
There is more fabric on the floor than on her body.
on her
and sure
body.
is, and
But
sure is.
she looked good though.
She looks so good.
This kind of reminds me of something Kylie Sonique Love did
Oh,
in
Hmm.
Oh
this
yes.
is
S17.
so Kylie Sonique love.
Very that.
I mean,
Exactly that.
House of Love.
Yeah.
I
Like
heard that a little bit of love goes a long, long way.
it's not the most groundbreaking look I've ever seen in my life or anything, but
Yeah.
it was cute.
I mean, yeah, there were two girls that went with like Daisy Duke style like denim
Hmm.
shorts.
Yeah.
I don't think it's necessarily the most groundbreaking concept, but like she looks good for I think the train is cool, it being made of like different denim scraps. It looks
Hmm.
really cool.
I don't
Yeah.
really love the top. Now that I'm looking at it more, like
The like
the
Mhm.
top
the
itself
lopsided
is,
star
It,
top.
it could be a
yeah,
bit fuller.
I
it's a
wish it I wish it
little,
wasn't lopsided. I wish she had like
yeah.
just
I
like
get that it's
a little
supposed to be
tie around the
giving
neck.
like hodgepodge, like it's supposed to be giving that, like, oh, very mismatchy, very like put together last second scraps, but it could have been a little more of an actual top instead of just like, here's a plump of scrap
Also,
unevenly placed.
I can just imagine Lexi pulling this out of her like suitcase or whatever, and then thinking, how the fuck am I supposed to get into this again?
No, literally.
Really? Like maybe she has
Like,
it on wrong. We don't know.
I wish we saw that in Untucked, like her trying to put it on. It's just like all over the
Still,
show.
like it was still cute.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For me,
It's a
this
woo,
is yeah, it's a whoa.
obviously.
Woo.
All right, so we do get into results and judging, and Anya Nerve and Suzuatu are pronounced safe.
Which is a
Yeah.
gag because I feel like those were the two that the audience and the other queens thought were gonna be in the top, but like prior
But
to
I
the
think,
challenge.
yeah, I was about to say, I think based on the challenge, I think the tops and bottoms were correct.
Correct,
Yeah,
yeah. And our winner is none other than Miss Lydia Butthole Collins. She
like
won her first
I
literally, mom.
challenge.
I
Diva.
I think she had the best roast. Um, if we were going by like roast and runway, I would have given it to Sam Star. But I do think that the top three are the correct three, and Lydia did a very good job. So,
I saw somebody post a screenshot of Lydia and Lana's like track records
Mm.
together, and it was like my girls finally getting their blue squares, and it was Lydia with the win and Lana with a high, and then just
Literally.
the rest is just like safe or bottom.
Yeah. And from the top, we also see the bottom. Lexi narrowly escapes the bottom two, as we have the former Chisme corner of Ariete and Jewel Sparkles lip syncing
Hmm.
against each other to Ya Ya by Beyonce.
I
Oh
think
my
I
God.
Lexi is
would have
really
ate.
lucky.
I thought Lexi would eat this up.
Oh, she would have, but I just mean Lexi is lucky because Ariete gave a little extra storyline with the joke stealing with Jules, and so
Hmm.
production was like, okay, those two are going to be the ones that lip sync.
Yeah.
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 I do think it was fair still
I do think
though.
it was
Like,
fair, but like I could have seen any of the three of them in the bottom.
yeah. And also just to like touch on Jules's performance in the roast, I think she fully got shafted
Yeah,
by
Yeah.
like I think she already wasn't going to be that funny.
yeah.
She was already prepared for that. However, having her opening jokes ripped from her so viciously was like, oh shit, I don't now I have no idea what I'm doing.
Yeah.
And it worked. It got her right in the bottom. Um, and then them clocking her and being like, yeah, and then you kept going, but none of the jokes were funny. You kept telling bad joke after bad joke, but at least you kept telling them.
And
It
I think it was just like it was obviously out of bitterness. I don't think she was making strategic decisions at the time.
not
But
at
Yeah,
like
all.
I think Ariete was really silly to put Jules in the bottom with her
yeah,
as somebody who has lost a lip sync already.
hmm, yeah,
To like
Literally.
and it was to Miss Butthole, and Butthole ate that lip sync.
hmm. But munched Miss Jules munched this lip sync,
She
And
was
and
like,
did.
Ariete was like
she did a good
Ariel
job.
doing
she
good
was
for
holding.
Ariete.
Yeah, it was better
Like,
than the last one, certainly.
yeah,
Definitely.
it was very messy because you had to take your whole outfit off, but
Mm.
like Jules mothered.
Hmm.
Speaking of mother, Jules does say so. We do finally say goodbye to Ariete. And I don't mean finally shady. It's just Miss Thing
I do.
eliminated for the second time.
Finally.
I did not appreciate her attitude this episode whatsoever.
I did. I
Um,
loved it. We need
she
more of it.
spiraled the fuck out of control on her way out.
Yeah, she did.
It's
She
worse than
said,
Untucked.
if I'm going down, I'm taking my best friend in the competition with me.
No, literally.
Or die
I
trying.
un I love Irietti and I really do want to see her return only after she takes some improv lessons or like joke writing lessons. I think I like I love the drama she brings. She's an amazing contestant on a reality TV
I mean,
show.
true, she's a
She
Yeah.
shitster.
she appeases the fashion girls, gays, and theys.
Mhm.
Um,
I feel like
so
she'll
you've
be
got
back
those
too,
people. Oh
Oh,
yeah,
I'm sure
I
she
especially
will.
She'll be
after
back.
this season and like being a villain and having
yeah.
iconic looks. Like you're getting the All Stars call.
Yeah, she will
Oh yeah.
certainly be getting an all-stars call. And I think even just based on the caliber of like her like design polish and her fashion
Hmm.
skills, she would have gotten called. But she also made really good TV the entire time.
Yeah.
Imagine her having to compete against Irene.
I
I wish she
wish.
would.
I wish she would.
Maybe she will.
Oh, um,
Irene's not getting the call.
Oh, she
Untucked.
should.
Who is anyone watching Untucked, or is it just
Oh,
me?
I watched it. I watched it on this day.
Thank God,
Oh
let's have those
my
other.
God.
These two girls need to just sit and listen as we yap about
Right.
Untucked because it's
Oh
crazy,
my God. It
start
was,
to finish.
listen, Miss Anya read the girls down and got them all the way the fuck together. Miss Anya literally said, no, like, you're my sister. I'm going to tell you when you're a hot boo boo ass mess. I'm not going to sit here and pander to your feelings. What you feel is right, wrong, and all that. And the third, you were wrong, and I'm going to tell you why you're wrong.
Hmm.
She said the design challenges are over.
No,
What can you
literally,
do?
when Miss Arietti was like, but all the rest of them have been comedy challenges. No, girl, they haven't.
Like
Not
we
all of
actually
them.
had three design challenges already.
Not literally.
Yeah.
Which is like a crazy amount. Like,
No, nothing.
Yeah.
I don't think
Hmm.
anything like that has happened since three. Pretty sure.
What about last season?
I
Yeah,
feel
last
like
season they did.
I was about to say
Yeah.
I feel like three is a good amount. I think three is like a fair amount. Like two design
Yeah.
challenges and a ball, I think is great.
Yes,
Yes.
I agree.
Um, but like um now we've been through three of them. It's really not likely that we get another one unless you're counting the makeover. But
Yeah.
that's not really a design challenge anymore like it used to be.
Hmm.
Right.
Now it's like a performance challenge.
No, it
Yeah,
is.
and it's a what outfit can you bring challenge.
Not
Or
exactly.
it's actually it's not even any of those. It's actually just a rig challenge where they can decide whatever they want.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
They said,
Where
which
they
stretch
can
fabric is my
send
love
Cheryl
bug
Hole
wearing?
home with the best makeover on the
they can
episode
do that in any circumstance ever most of the time.
most of the
Yeah.
time.
They just send home whoever they don't want at the end, which is why
Dakota
it's always so
Schiffer, you will
late.
always be famous.
Dakota Schiffer, you will always
Hmm.
be famous.
I
Cheryl
I
Hole,
want to be
you will always be
famous.
famous. Lucy LaDuca, you will always be famous.
Bye,
I said, let laughs.
That's
including Lucy,
crazy.
and that was
That was
actually really good
crazy.
of you.
But
That was a four-way stretch fabric, mama.
and for reviewing the episode, but don't worry,
God.
as we got to the top seven, we only got a few more
Yay.
episodes to the
What's
finale.
next? What do they say next?
I
It's
think
Acting
some sort of acting
challenge?
challenge.
yeah.
Oh,
It seems like a similar set to what they used in season 14 and 15 of like
Yeah,
the fart joke
oh, like
challenge.
Daytona
Daytona
Wins type
wins.
Daytona
T.
wins.
Yeah, it feels a little like that.
I hope
Real.
it's like that. Daytona Wins wasn't bad.
Yeah,
Both of them I
I
thought were
liked
pretty good.
him. Like mother has arrived, slams door.
Slam door, fall gown.
Marshall and
Yeah.
Anitra in the second one, like
I just need Lady Camden to come back and yell Maxine at my door while hitting that pose, like immediately.
One
Um,
I was trying to make a joke about like Maxine the
uh,
movie, but I
You're
couldn't.
always trying.
oh, well, but anyways, that is all for us tonight. Pleasant dreams, you beautifuls. We'll see you at Final Seven.
Oh my God.